Opening with the queen's pawn controls the center and usually leads to a more positional development of the pieces. The Indian game begins by controlling the important e4 square with the knight, rather than a pawn. c4 builds a strong center by controlling the important d5 square and creates a square for the knight to come to c3 without blocking the c-pawn. The king's Indian defense prepares to develop the bishop to g7, allowing white to build up a strong center which black will later try to undermine. And c3 prepares the e2-e4 pawn push and helps control the d5 square. The Grunfeld defense uses this pawn push to gain space in the center and attack the c4 pawn. Cx d5 opens up the center. After black recaptures with nx d5, white is prepared to answer with e2-e4. Nx d5 recaptures the d5 pawn and places the knight in the center, where it controls many important squares. e4 takes full control of the center and attacks the knight on d5. Nx c3 trades the attacked knight, and gives white a large center that black will attempt to attack. Bx c3 recaptures the knight and supports the d4 pawn. Bg7 puts the bishop on the long diagonal in a move called a fianchetto. Nf3 develops the knight toward the center, supports the d4 pawn and controls the e5 square. c5 takes space in the center and attacks the d4 pawn. If white captures the c5 pawn, then black can reply with bx c3+, winning the exchange. b3 develops the bishop toward the center and supports the pawn on d4. qa5 develops the queen, defends the c5 pawn and attacks the c3 pawn. qd2 breaks the pin on the c3 pawn, allowing it to support the pawn on d4. Castling gets the king to a safer square, out of the center of the board, while also developing a rook. Castling kingside tends to be safer because the king is further from the center. This activates a rook by developing it off of its starting square. This defends a vulnerable pawn by pinning one of its attackers. This attacks a rook, winning a tempo when it moves away. This blocks an attack on a vulnerable rook. This move puts the bishop on a safer square. It is the last book move. This activates a knight by developing it off of its starting square. It is best. This threatens to win a pawn. It is best. After all captures, this is an equal trade. It is best. Recaptures. This threatens to win a pawn. It is best. This connects the rooks, which helps them coordinate together in the future. It is best. This develops a bishop off its starting square, getting it into the action. It is excellent. The game was close to balanced, but now black is worse. It is a mistake. Takes back. It is best. This misses a much better move. It is a mistake. Sudden a close game that was lost by a mistake. White really outplayed black in that one. Both players had an amazing opening. White overpowered black in the middle game.